religious beliefs that cause conflict among some of them, given the terrible treatment of the natives, the plunder of their land. So in Spain there were debates, especially among churchmen, about whether or not the Native Americans had souls, and whether or not they should be enslaved, whether or not all their goods should be stolen. This debate went on until 1545, when they took place at Salamanca University, and a stalemate was declared, and the empire just went on its way, even though many disagreed with it. So, but in 1513, they decreed that none of the natives could be conquered or enslaved before reading a certain document. The document was read to them in Latin and in Spanish, and they had failed to study those two languages in high school. But they read it to them, and this document allowed the Spanish army then to conquer the natives once they heard the terms of their surrender. And here's the document called the Requirement from 1513.
So we're going to do this via mic check. So mic check.
Mic check.
I certify to you that.
I certify to you that.
With the help of God.
With the help of God.
We shall powerfully.
We shall powerfully.
Enter into your country.
Enter into your country.
And shall make war against you.
And shall make war against you.
In all ways.
In all ways.
In manners that we can.
In manners that we can.
And shall subject you.
And shall subject you.
To the yoke.
To the yoke.
And obedience.
And obedience.
Of the church and their highnesses.
Of the church and their highnesses.
We shall take you.
We shall take you.
And your wives.
And your wives.
And your children.
And your children.
And shall make slaves of them.
And shall make slaves of them.
And as such. Shall sell.
Shall sell.
And dispose of that we can.
Dispose of that we can.
As to vassals.
As to vassals.
Who do not obey.
Who do not obey.
And refuse.
And refuse.
To receive their Lord.
To receive their Lord.
And resist.
And resist.
And contradict him.
And contradict them.
So, this was the Requiremento. The natives didn't understand it when they were saying it to them. And so, because it was a language that they had never been taught, so they were forced into slavery and made to do the work of their captors.
We're drinking poison.
Oh yeah, we decided to kill ourselves. Actually, most of us did. There was only many of us left.